Welcome to Pocket Women Lockpicking and Locksport. Today is Lockout, Tagout, Lock Tuesday. Lotto Lock Tuesday. Hashtag it to find all the videos in this series. Anyone can participate in the series. Just whack that hashtag on so we can all find your videos. Once a week I'll gather them up, so whack them in a playlist on my channel so they're even easier to find. Lockout, Tagout, Locks. They're the locks that lock off machinery when they're having maintenance done, so that the maintenance person doesn't get injured by someone coming along and turning the machine back on. They started off little, and that's where we're going to begin. We're going way back in time to pre-1965. To the 60s and 70s, we're going to the 80s, early 2000s, to current date, in these little lockout, takeout locks. So initially they were called 232s, and then they morphed into 312s. So let's take a look at them when they were back in the day. This is them. Gorgeous little thing. There's our key. Lockwood, Australia. Lockwood, Australia on the stamping. Beautiful little snap. Steel shackle, brass body. Beautiful, beautiful. Take a look at this one. It's got a different key logo. It's much bigger. As you can see, the prior one was used a lot. It's very faded. So that was in use, and then this was cut as a spare, or that was the original, and then that was cut as a spare, one of the two. Either way, I'm not sure if this style of Lockwood predates that style of Lockwood. Beautiful little snap. Let's take a look at the specs. We got the book. Okay, this is what they are. Solid brass padlocks. Number 232, 1 1/8 inch, solid brass pin tumbler padlock. Material, solid extruded brass, width 1 1/8, height 1 1/8. Shackle, steel, case hardened or solid brass, diameter 7/32. So the 232 is a steel with the shackle opening of half. 232A is a steel shackle with a longer shackle. 232B is the brass with the short shackle. 232AB is the brass with the taller shackle. It's also available in even longer ones. The mechanism is a 4-pin tumbler. All components parts are non-ferrous and rust-proof. Bolt and bolt springs are protected against picking by a pick-proof plate. Keys, 2 nickel silver key blanks, that's the number. Key changes, 2,100 key changes. Standard keying to differ, can be keyed alike, not master keyed. The finish is natural brass, a satin finish. Right. Very good. That's the big brother. That's what the specs say. So let's look at the big brother. And there she is. Double stamping. Nice one. It's not the fat bodied one, because that's not a fat bodied. But there you go. 40mm, 30mm, 232, 232. 234, 232. I'll get the numbers right eventually. And this is the other version, which is a later version, so we're moving along in time, and as you can see, the chamfer has now disappeared. So let's go in the box. Look how old this box is. So that's what the box used to look like. So they're saying it's 1600 key changes. So it definitely looks like an earlier one. This one has the patent number on it. How cool is that? This is new old stock. Look how gorgeous it comes out of the factory. It's like it was there yesterday. There's the key. Let's have a listen. Beautiful little padlock. Okay, so that's that one with the patent. I want to show you something different with the patent. Look at this one. This one came out of Lockwood Hospital. Yes, I know it. It's had a life and a half. I don't know if I'd ever find the parts to refurbish this little beauty. I'd need end caps and who knows what damage is on the inside, and I definitely need a new shackle to clean it up. But look at the difference in the patent number, positioning, size, quite different. This one's much smaller, heaps bigger. Now that patent number, that relates to the locking pull. So you've got two things that come across that are spring loaded that lock into that. That mechanism is what was patented. That's what that patent number refers to. And I've got another little beauty in here, another old box. The patent number, a little bit higher up. Stamping is a bit better. Moving right along. Let's go up in time. Look at the difference in the boxes. Early, later on. So this is be your Lockwood, lock-up with the Lockwood. This is before Asa Abloy came in the late 90s and had a part share. Still Ogden Industries. Unconditionally guaranteed against faulty materials and workmanship. That's our specs on the back. So this is a beautiful brass one. Look at the difference in the key. So the key has progressed, the bow has changed, the logo has changed. We now have a map of Australia instead of the word Australia. Beautiful snap. Now we are still 4-pin tumblers. Look at that bitting. Okay. Next. There's another beauty. The patent number. What I wanted to show you over here. Look at that. So it's a lockout, tagout, lock, don't forget. So they're numbered. And that's got someone's name stamped on the back. Someone Hodgson. So this was their lockout tagout lock. Moving right along. The more modern version does not have the chamfer. This is the tall shackle. Beautiful, beautiful. Still has Lockwood Australia. The logo has changed a bit. You've got a longer L, bigger writing. The more modern version. Now this is where Keyless Entry comes in. Keyless has lent me their lockout tagout locks to show you all. First of all, this one is the 312. That's its stamping. That's when it was packaged. Keyless Entry gave me this a long time ago. I've been doing the series for 3 years. So this is the modern version without a jacket. They've gone back to a slight chamfer, not the deep chamfer, but still a nice chamfer. This one's slightly longer in the body. Has the Asa Abloy Lockwood all over it. That's the lock's number. And now we have progressed to a 6-pinner. That's our boy. That's our number. Still bigger than this one. But then we have this version. This is a 312. However, this is still the 4-pinner. Slightly taller to allow for those numbering and the jacket. Whereas this one here six-pinner. You wouldn't think you'd get 6 pins in such a tiny lock, would you? Beautiful. 312s. Now I'd like to show you something special from Keyless Entry. This is a complete pouch of lockout tagout locks that are used at a mining site. So this whole configuration, the pouch, set Keyless back over 300. Yeah, I know. These are brand new. We've got the yellow jacket, nice fluoro jacket, but with this jacket we've got a window to put your number. Now these are 6-pinners as well. Slightly different. It says safety, do not copy. It now has, this is the most modern version, it now has the colouring dot to match the lock. It has the number of the lock on the key. Beautiful. It's the tall shackle. So it would be the 312A. And there are 4 of these locks in here, and they are all keyed alike. So this is the pouch. Comes with another little loop there that you could probably hang a key onto. And that is it. A lot of dollars, because they can. It's the mining industry. They got the dollars to burn, so very nice pouch from Lockwood. These are self-latching, or they could be deadlocking, which is another name for key retaining. They're dual shackle locking points, so they have ball bearings, whereas the early stuff one key, has that locking pull. It's the one that goes across. That's the one that was patented. That's what it was referring to. This particular style of locking pull. Modern version, we've got balls. That one, losing track of the locks. This one I got from Paul Springer. Thank you very much, mate. Greatly appreciated. So any channels I mention, I'll always put them a link in the description for you to go over, check them out. Beautiful. No chamfer. So we're talking 80s, 90s for this one, with that change over the key. And this key is quite different. It's got some other name on it. It's an LW15, made in Italy. So once you take these jackets off, what you will find is that that is not underneath. That's what I found with the coloured jackets of the bigger ones. So I'm just guessing, but they've got their name on the jacket, so they probably don't have it behind. So that's all I have to show you today with these locks. These are 4.8mm diameter shackle. They can be 19, 28 or 50. So that one was the big one. There's also two more types of lockout, tag out locks from Lockwood. I have one of them. It's the 214 and the 215A for aluminium. Beautiful padlock. I'll be showing you that later on in the series. And also they have a plastic bodied lockout, tag out lock. It is the 215P for plastic. That's a 40mm one as well. I don't have one of those. But these little beasties save lives, and they keep saving lives. Thank you very much to Keyless Entry for helping with this video. Greatly appreciated, mate. We'll catch up again soon. Thanks for watching, everyone. Any questions? Comments? Whack it in the thing below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching. Stay legal. Temptation is everywhere.